News headlines,
entertainment, sports. It's the front page on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. The front page news is being brought to you by America's Best. That's right, y'all. Your health is our priority, and America's Best contacts and eyeglasses stores are now open to safely serve your vision needs. It's not just a better deal, it's America's Best. Good morning, Eva.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, everyone, and happy Thursday. Here's a quick look at your headline news. So the U.S. passed the milestone of 150,000 coronavirus deaths yesterday. That's the highest number in the world. Florida, Texas, and California all reported record COVID-19 deaths on yesterday. Also, Tropical Storm Isaias is moving forward and toward Florida and up the East Coast. So the coronavirus testing centers in Florida are set to temporarily close starting today. Meanwhile, after thousands gathered in protest, federal troops are officially withdrawing from Portland, Oregon. So meanwhile, prosecutors say agents being sent to other cities, including Chicago, Cleveland, Detroit, and Milwaukee, won't be used to break up protests. Also, in what is seen as an endorsement for segregation, President Trump said yesterday that his administration is overturning a fair housing regulation put in place under President Obama. And finally, the funeral of Representative John Lewis will be held today at the historic Ebenezer Baptist Church in Atlanta, Georgia. President Obama will deliver the eulogy. Former presidents Bill Clinton and George W. Bush are expected to attend the service. Lewis's funeral will air live on TV One and stream on TV1.com TV starting at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. That was a quick look at your headline news. Rock T, let's take a look at sports.
Kansas City Chiefs running back Damian Williams has decided to sit out the 2020 NFL season because of coronavirus concerns. He says, in his opinion, there will be many others, including the entire, well, this is my opinion right here. I think the entire league is going to follow his suit because, in my opinion, there will not be a season. I don't think the NFL season is going to happen. We're going to see. Only time will tell. There was a big coronavirus outbreak on the campus of Rutgers University that forced the entire football team into a 2-week quarantine because several of the players attended an on-campus party. At least 15 football players tested positive for COVID-19. Denver Nuggets player Michael Porter Jr. getting a lot of backlash about sharing his thoughts on COVID-19. He believes that the coronavirus is being overblown and was secretly created for global population control. Yes, indeed. Last but not least, today is the official tip-off of the restart of the NBA season at Disney World in Orlando. So we're going to see how long that lasts. That's what I got sports report right there. Gary with the T, what you got there, Mike?
All right, y'all. Everybody's talking about it and wondering, y'all, if Bobby Brown is trying to get a check from Michael Jackson estate. Why I say that? Because Bobby recently sat down with Fat Joe, y'all, and once again, y'all, he is claiming that he taught Michael Jackson his signature moonwalk. Now, they're saying for the first time, Bobby Brown made this claim back in 2017 during an interview, y'all, with Sean Sotero. Now, he claimed, y'all, that he was the first person, y'all, to do the moonwalk in Boston. And, you know, despite this claim, y'all, a lot of people saying, y'all, they know Shalimar Jeffrey Daniel was the person who actually taught the King of Pop, y'all, to do the moonwalk. But now the moonwalk came, according to Michael Jackson, and this may be Bobby's truth. He said the moonwalk came from the beautiful children, black kids that live in the ghetto and the inner cities who are brilliant and have the natural talent for dancing. Any of them, like the Running Man, they come up with these dances, and they all did this, and it was enhanced. He said he felt that he may have enhanced the dance. So maybe Bobby Brown did teach Michael how to do it because he did come from the ghetto, and he's a little black child. What y'all think?
I agree. Yeah, I can see that. Moonwalk started from breakdancing back in the day in the streets. Absolutely. I mean,
well, Bobby said he used to break dance.
Level.
Now that's what Bobby said.
Definitely used to break dance.
Yeah, now Bobby said he used to break dance, but he said Michael said Bobby said when they first started out, they had just came from Alabama learning how to moonwalk. He said the real moonwalk where you put the sand on the ground and do it from the sand on the ground, and it was like soft shoe. So now, Ricky, you from Alabama? Is that true?
Yeah, we used to do that. We was moonwalking in the skate rink. I think in the 4th grade, like at the skate rink at Skate Haven, like when moonwalking first came out. You know, we went to the skate rink every Wednesday, and people was moonwalking. You know, they take their skates off, and then people would moonwalk with their skates on and off. So yeah.
Well, that's so fresh when they do it with the skates on. It looks so cool.
Oh, I kills it. I'll make a TikTok video of that today.
Okay. Well, we gonna wait and see. All right, y'all. The color today is one of my favorite colors. My color today is whinge. On the high end, you say whinge, and on the low end, you say beautiful dark brown. That's your color for the day. Brett, what you got coming up in the hot spot?
Coming up in the hot spot, Tyler Perry reveals something that's going on his set. Lord have mercy is next. The Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
The Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
Yeah, that's hot. You can catch me at the hot spot.
It's the BR18.
All right, it's the bottom of the hour, and Brett got your hot spot. What up, Brett?
Well, why you say it like that? What up, Brett?
What up, Brett?
What up, Ricky? Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brett Tat, and this is the Hot Spot, where we bring you music, movies, and more. All right, let's get off into this thing. Tyler Perry has revealed that 4 from the 2 TV shows that he's doing, 4 people have tested positive for COVID-19. He revealed during the Instagram Live, we had a couple of concerns. We had 4 positives. He said we had 160 people check in the first day, go to their rooms, get tested, and wait for the results. Nobody was able to leave their rooms. We had 2 positives in that, so we escorted them out and got them the help that they needed. And then he said 200 more people checked in soon after, and they had 2 positives inside of a 200. He said we did the same thing, escorted them to their room and got them the help they needed. So they had 4 before anybody left their rooms, before anybody started work, and those rooms were kept closed off and off limits until after they finished shooting. And somebody asked him if the cast members were of the Oval and were they from Atlanta. Well, he said no. One person is in North Carolina and the other is in Atlanta, so they wouldn't be flying in on the same plane. He said, so we're just waiting. We need 2 negative tests before they can come back to work. So kudos to him for, making sure safety precautions are taken, because a lot of people are not doing that. I'm seeing people out here with no mask still, walking around, nothing to protect their eyes. I rarely see people wear things to protect their eyes. Like, didn't y'all hear what Dr. Collier said? That is like...
Brett, we got, I ordered the mask with the eye cover. You have mask with the filter, and the eye cover snap on top of the mask.
Oh, really?
Like 2 buttons snap. Oh, yeah.
I never seen that one yet.
Yeah, they on Instagram, and Amazon. If you just go on the mask, they got the mask with the eye, with the shield right above it.
Oh, okay.
And I've been giving away. I ordered like a lot of them.
Oh, save me a couple of them so I can order me some.
A heap, HEEP. I ordered a heap of them.
Ricky, you have a lot of time. You've been doing a lot of ordering stuff. Like,
well, I swear Amazon is Santa
corona?
Claus. Amazon is Santa Claus.
Okay,
I see that.
Real,
My God.
That's the only time I answer my damn door. Everybody else stand there and out there. If you ain't got no Amazon box in there, you better get off my porch. For real.
If Prime ain't pulling up your driveway, you don't want it.
You better, I be looking for that van with that Nike sign on the side.
All right, y'all, moving on. In a recent interview, Snoop Dogg revealed that Eminem is not in his top favorite 10 MCs list. He said white rappers had 0 respect in rap. Dre probably put Eminem in the position where he could be labeled as one of the top 10 rappers ever, but I don't think so. But the game feels like he's top 10 lyricist, and all that comes with it. But, he said just because Eminem and Dr. Dre was together and Dre helped him, Eminem was the best that he could find. So, when asked if he considered Eminem the top, he said, nah, because there's some people in the 80s that really he can't even mess with. He listed Rakim, true. He listed Big Daddy Kane, true. He listed KRS-One, true. He listed LL Cool J, true. And it's a few more. But it was clear that he respects Eminem, because he said Cuz did that. He said, oh, let me do it. He said Cuz did that. He did that to the fullest. You know what I'm saying? That's one of my teammates. You dig? You understand me? He said, that's one of my brothers. He did that. But when you talk about hip-hop, man, I can't live without hip-hop, and I can't live without that. He did that. Okay, y'all. Moving on, last but not least, I got some sad news to the hip-hop industry, to the world, period. The Roots announced in a statement that its founding member, Malik B, has passed away at the age of 47. The band said in a statement, it is with heavy hearts and tearful eyes that we regretfully inform you of the passing of our beloved brother and longtime Roots member, Malik Abdul Bassett. May he be remembered for his devotion to Islam, his loving brotherhood, and his innovation as one of the most gifted MCs of all time. We ask that you please respect his family and we extend our family and the time of mourning such a great loss. This cause of death is currently unknown. Bassett was born in Philadelphia in 1972. He joined the Roots and appeared in their 1993 album Organics and all the rest of the other albums. And he left prior to the Roots' 5th album, but he later guest band in 2006 Game Theory album, as well as 2008's Rising Down. So prayers and condolences go out to them from the Rickey Smiley Morning Show. And that's going to wrap up the hot spot. Coming up next, y'all, we got Special K with that news that you absolutely, positively cannot use. And in the meantime, in between time, hit us up for the wake-up calls. That's 1-866-9-RICKEY, 1-866-9-RICKEY. The time now is 26 minutes before the top of the hour. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
You liar! I believe him, yo. I don't know why, but I do.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. All right, we got Special K with news you positively absolutely cannot use. Special K, good morning.
Good morning. And you know what? Sometimes, man, I just be glad that I hired the staff that I hired because they come up with some wonderful things. Today's news is sponsored by the question of the day. Today's question: why is the word dictionary in the dictionary?
Oh, wow. Why?
I have no idea, but it's in there. Today's list. You know I love these lists, man.
Right.
Things that every black family has. Now, every black family don't have everything on this list, but I guarantee you every black family got at least one or two of these things in their family. Now, we all been black for a long time. I think we can agree on that. Every black family has these things. Starting with one person that can't get his life together no matter what. We all got that one person.
Yes,
We all got that one dude you have to keep away from kids at a family gathering. We all have that one person that can dance incredibly well, no matter what the era. We always got that one person that can fight real good and will fight anybody at any time.
That's Malik.
We all got that one person that can cook. We got that one person that can cook their ass off. We got one person that can't cook to save their life. We got at least one person whose house stink all the time. Brett, everybody know that person.
Brett, I ain't gonna say that name, Brett. But you took me over there in Chicago.
And it don't always be that their house is nasty. And it's not only that their house is nasty, it just stank all the time. And usually the kids will be the one to point that out.
Everything is in place. Everything is in place. It just stink. You're right, man.
It's musty.
You got that one person that get on everybody's nerves because they don't never eat nothing that's been prepared. They don't eat this, they don't eat that, they don't eat this, they don't eat that. Y'all got that one person.
That's my cousin,
that
Kelly.
one person. Well, we got that one person that's real strong for no reason. So that would be Super Dave.
Yes.
Why he always
Super
lifting
Dave?
stuff? Yeah, Dave is the person that's just strong for no reason. Why put that refrigerator down? We got. All right, look, now y'all know this. We always got somebody you got to be careful what you say around because they get real emotional and cry a lot or they take everything the wrong way.
Boy, I swear, boy, you got this straight from the Bible. You preaching this morning.
You got that one person, you got that one chick that stays pregnant every time you see her. Every time you see her. I think Eva's the person in her family.
That's me.
You got that one old person that will cuss anybody out at any time.
Yes, sir. I love them, too.
You got that one woman, usually it's a woman, that can wobble, cha-cha slide, cupid shuffle, any of them dances that will do it for at least an hour longer than anybody else.
Miss Grimes. Miss Candace Grimes.
She keep it going.
Yes, sir. Yes, she can. And yes, she does, and yes, she will.
But don't
to
you
the
wonder
end of time.
Don't you wonder when she got time to rehearse all of that? There's always that one person that talks too loud, just for no reason. Why you talking so loud?
Evil.
There's always one person that know how to play every kind of card game ever.
Eva on her cell phone. Eva, I'm sorry.
I do.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. It take one to know
Eva
one,
do
Ricky.
talk loud. She talk like she got a microphone in her throat.
I speak from my diaphragm.
You speak from what, Eva?
My diaphragm.
See, I told you it was diaphragm, Gary, instead of diagram. Go ahead.
You always got that one person that's had bad credit for at least 2 decades.
Right.
You can't get your credit fixed. God, you never can get your credit fixed. You always got that one person that move every time you see them, they done moved again. Oh, that was Rick and his family.
Damn, then you just move. Oh, that's Riri. That's my niece. That's my niece and her husband, Riri and Andre.
Always closing on a house.
Well, I swear that's Riri. Shout out to Riri and Andre.
Okay.
They married. They ain't even 30 yet. They married, man. But I swear they the best couple ever, boy.
But they move
Ricky,
a lot.
I got a new every month. Uncle Ricky, you know we got a new house. They just moved so they can get house. Truck. Yeah, they just moved so they can get housewarming gifts. Now they house fully furnished. They ain't moved no more.
Yeah. If y'all got any more, y'all hit me up on Twitter at SpecialK913 if you got any more I can add to it.
She got it from her uncle.
I know I be moving too.
Yes. Oh, Lord.
You absolutely right. You absolutely right.
You was moving every 6 months.
You know I have to move every time it comes time.
Dog.
Every time, yes, sir. Every time it comes time to pay rent, time to go. All right, y'all. 8 before the top of the hour. More Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up.
The Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Hold it.
He's half man, half woman.
It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the T. It's Gary, baby.
All right, y'all. Rickey Smiley Morning Show. 5 minutes after the hour. Y'all, Gary got the tea and the clue of the day. What up, Gary?
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, America. Good morning to you. It's Thursday, a beautiful day in the neighborhood, and here's what's happening in celebrity news. Now, I have something to say that this is a very sad time, y'all, but it's being reported. You remember, this is not tea or whatever, but they're talking about the is it water boys? The bottle boys. The bottle boys, that they stopped them from selling the water on the streets and stuff like that. It's a sad moment, and a lot of people
Some of the boys that be drinking a bottle of water, not drinking it, but selling the bottle of water and bring it at the red light.
Yes, it's a sad moment.
Especially off that 14th Street exit. Right there, getting off by the Atlanta, what you call it, the little area over there, Brett?
Atlantic Station.
Yeah.
Atlantic Station, they be right there, man. And man, if you don't buy no water.
Man.
Okay.
It's a problem.
What happened, Gary?
I got cursed out, honey. So I was like, okay, Lord. I was like, okay, let me hurry up and pull up. But usually I try to run the red light and stuff because I'm like, girl,
I got 10 on my windows. One of them came up to my window and put their hand on it so they could see in the window. And it's like, oh, that's the break. You ain't gonna buy no water. You can buy all this water. You ain't gonna. And I'm so glad the light changed because I was gonna have to tell them try Jesus. Don't try me.
Okay.
Because she fine.
Now, anyway, y'all moving on.
And they pass a law or something?
Well, they're going to pass it under the mayors and, and the police department. They kind of shutting it down, saying that they can't do it anymore because, honey, a couple of European women, honey, got pulled the guns on. And they like, girl, once that happened with them, it's going to be shut down. So there you have it. Yeah, they like, girl, honey, Miss Hawthorne got the gun pulled. No water for you. Y'all gonna be thirsty for a minute, Jay. So we're gonna keep everybody lifted up in our prayer. All right, y'all. Moving to here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all. Sierra Wilson, baby, this girl says she is determined, even y'all listening, is determined to teach her kids to know that they are more privileged than most black children in America. Now, she says she wants her 3 children to appreciate the significance, y'all, of giving back to the community from a young age, y'all, which a lot of people say that's great. Now, they're saying, y'all, that, Sierra's partnering with Discovery for It's Eat and Forward campaign to give $25,000 awards to 200 black-owned restaurants around the U.S. amid the COVID-19 crisis. Now, she said, speaking of people just days before the arrival of her son, Little Win, the hitmaker insisted y'all that it's important that her kid's daughter, Sierra Princess, 3, and her son, Future Zahara, 6, no mom and dad, y'all, didn't have a lot growing up, y'all. And that's true. She said it is important, y'all, to us to instill the same morals that we instill in us, instill in them growing up, and the same philosophy that we had growing up. And, a lot of people say that is a good thing. And I think it is a good thing, that she's instilling this in the kids because her kids are more privileged than a lot of other kids. So why not have them to give back at a young age? I mean, even you have kids. Are you instilling that in your kids?
Oh, absolutely. And I was raised like that. I mean, I grew up in South Central Los Angeles, but my mom made sure we gave back. We had to give all of our clothes back. We used to help at the shelter. And my kids do the same thing. We help out in the neighborhood with those that are less fortunate. And like Ricky always says, when it comes to giving back and looking out for your community, it's part of your responsibility.
Yeah, well,
you know what I'm saying? And when it comes to our kids, give our kids what we got, not what we didn't get.
God's given.
You can't be
no matter how you try.
Well, that's a good thing for y'all. It was 5 of us, honey. We couldn't give no community because, honey, we had to do hand-me-downs, honey. So, but, we didn't know how to give and stuff, but we didn't have all that and stuff, money and stuff to give. So I had to
give, and it shall be given unto you.
Yeah, I give now.
Amen.
All right, moving on. Another celebrity news, y'all. Ricky, listen to this. This is one of your colleagues. I think you need to solicit the prayer awards for him because it's a very sad time for him, y'all. It's being reported that Tracy Morgan and his beautiful wife, Miss Megan Woolover, are splitting after 5 years of marriage, y'all. In a statement, y'all, Morgan told the magazine that sadly, after nearly 5 years of marriage, Megan and I are filing for divorce. This is a challenging time for us involved, so I ask that you please respect our privacy. Now, they're saying, y'all, they confirmed that Megan filed for divorce yesterday. And she said this is a private matter for the family. And, they went on and on about they have a beautiful daughter together. And they said that she asked that the family's privacy be respected during this difficult time, y'all. Now, Morgan, Tracy, he has like 4 more of the kids. He has Get Rid, 34, Malcolm, 32, and Tracy, 28, with his ex-wife, Sabina Morgan. And they're saying, y'all, that he and his wife, they were just together on the doggone red carpet. They was professing how much they loved one another and stuff, and they got married in 2015. But they said the ceremony came 14 months after a terrible accident that almost killed Tracy Morgan, but it killed his friend James McNair and left him in a wheelchair for 5 months. Now, some people saying, that sometimes when men feel good and all that stuff, honey, he realized, now I'm up and strong again. Now, I married you because, honey, I was feeling down and depressed, and I thought it was the best thing to do. Now he's on his feet, and now he's leaving her now. But nevertheless, she's going to get, I'm sure, her share of those millions that he got from Walmart. And I'm sure, hopefully, he and Megan become friends later on in life now that they're going to be divorcing.
After 5 years, I don't think she's going to get that much, Gary. And
she's going to get enough.
In California. She get a little something.
Yeah, she going to get enough. So she know how much Walmart gave him.
Together?
Yeah, they have a daughter, a beautiful daughter, and that child needs to be taken care of. So, So,
I hate that. I hate it.
Yeah, it's sad, y'all. So if y'all see Trace out here from, kind of give him, is that a condolence?
Not necessarily, because sometimes people are happy to get divorced.
Oh, well, all right.
Hey, all right, Mr. K. Mr. K. Well, one day I'll tell you, I got a cousin that's in a wheelchair. He's an amputee. And he had did some time. He went to prison. He was telling me in the barbershop, he had me crying, laughing.
He went to prison while he was in the wheelchair?
Yeah, he was selling dope. He says another dude in prison in the wheelchair, but he a bully to everybody. And he said the dude be talking to him all the time. So he said, hey man, just because I'm in a wheelchair don't mean I have to agree with you everything you say.
The color today is a whinge. On the high end you say whinge, and on the low you say beautiful dark brown. That's your color for today.
Stand up for yourself, boy. Sit down.
Hey, the way he sat there and explained that stuff, he got prison stories, dog. You got to talk to him. I'm gonna get him to call in one day. My little cousin, man. He said that dude, he cussed the white man out or whatever. So the white man, this is my space now. He said the white man punched him in the face and knocked him out the wheelchair. And then he said he was talking about it later on. That day he said, hey man, listen man, just because I'm in a wheelchair, I agree with everything you say. That has nothing to do with anything. Just
thank you. Go to commercial.
Call me. I got your wake-up calls. I got your wake-up calls. 8669. Ricky, call me now for your wake-up calls. Ricky Smiley Morning Show. Oh, be quiet, Brett.
Calling to wake up her daughter, Amber. Wake up, girl.
My name is Connie. I'm calling from Birmingham, Alabama. I'd like to give a shout out to my husband, Donald, my boys, Donald and Cameron. Wake up.
Hi, my name is Torrance. I'm calling from Redlands, California, Southern California. I want to wake up my family. Wake up.
Tasha from Akron, Ohio. I just want to give a shout out to all of my babies, Amber and Javier, their 18th birthday. My son, Jimmy, his 5th birthday. And my husband, Jimmy Shepherd. Love you. Wake up.
My name is Reginald Singletary, and I'm calling from Macon, Georgia. I'm calling for all of my Family Dollar store managers. Wake up.
Yeah, what's yours? Because we gon' let them know. Kansas City, wake up. In Columbus, wake up. Cincinnati, wake
the one and only Pastor Fred.
Oh, you know you make me want to shout that. Hey, throw my hands up and shout.
Come on.
Oh, you make me want to shout that. Saints and ain'ts. Those that can and those that can't.
Well,
I don't care how much news you get. What you're going through right now has nothing to be compared to what you're getting ready to tell somebody right now. You're about to roll into like a Rolls Royce into the project.
Come on.
You're about to roll into the next level of your life. So that's why you can't give up. That's why you have to grab a hold to the horns of purpose and ride on, King Jesus.
Ride on.
No man to me.
That's right.
I came to tell somebody all over the world, saints and ain'ts, hold on to his unchanging hand. He don't change. He don't have two chains. He got all the chains. Hold on to his hand. You're going to be all right. I got a feeling. I've got a feeling everything is going to be all right. Say yeah. It's going to be all right. Follow me at the real Pastor Fred. I promise you it's going to be all right.
There it is, y'all. Church in 60 seconds with the one and only Pastor Fred.
yes, sir.
All right, y'all. Chicken and waffle mix up next. Rick's Smiley Morning Show. Lion sound. I appreciate it, John Lion.
Yeah, my pleasure, Ricky.
Yes, sir. Black Tony, where you at, man?
Cause I ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna be there today. I just want to tell you straight up. I'm not even gonna come on no.
Why am I not surprised?
I ain't gonna be there today. Cause I'm trying to handle my business right now. Just like you trying to handle your business every day, I'm trying to handle my business right now.
Okay, part of your business is being here on this job, Black Tony.
Look, I got something else going on today that's more important than that. So I'm with my I'm finna go with my white homeboy Steve. You know, I got a white homeboy. His name's Steve. So he been schooling me on how to do things. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm finna ask. He told me to ask you could her husband come with me to go to court to try to get me on Judge Joe Brown.
What?
I'm trying to get on Judge Joe Brown show, but I need a lawyer to go with me.
You have to have a case.
Judge Joe Brown don't have no show anymore.
I'm finna file lawsuits. Why he ain't got no show no more?
No, man, they have Judge Judy still on. You want to go in Judge Judy court?
Yeah, I go. I'm trying to file a lawsuit. Steve told me you got to file a lawsuit to get folk. I was gonna just whoop to do that. But he said, no. Steve said, no, that ain't how you do it. You got to do it like we do it, like the white folk do it. You guys file a lawsuit on folk. Cause he told me,
okay, who you gonna file a lawsuit on, Black Tony?
Huh?
Who you gonna file a lawsuit on?
He told me if I went on you, because you slaughtered my name and got folks thinking I'm trifling out here. Like, I don't never do nothing. But look, that's for another day, though.
I'm slandering your name. You the one call up here and call in sick every day.
Shawty, you don't want to put me out there like that. Like, I don't never come to work. Shawty, you act like I ain't never come.
Bro.
Okay, look, Shawty. Don't try to distract and get off the subject, Shawty. This ain't about you. Look, this is what it's about, Shawty. I'm on the truck. I'm going to say the bad word on the radio. But I came through the truck. Shawty sold me 20 ceiling fans, Shawty. 20 ceiling fans in the box. I'm finna come up, you know what I'm saying? Because that's a lick, you know what I'm saying? Because everybody hot
20
right now.
ceiling
It's summertime. Everybody needs ceiling fans, Shawty. Everybody hot.
What you let them go for?
I was going to see if you want some, Shawty. I want to see, because I know you got all the rules. You probably get them ceiling fans. But look, Shawty.
So you want me to buy some ceiling fans for you, but you finna sue me at the same time, but I need to go and get them ceiling fans on the low.
I mean, ceiling fans, I probably won't sue you, though. Here the problem is, though, Shawty.
Yeah.
So many ceiling fans, Shawty. I done opened up the box. I done started putting them up in my grandma. They ain't got no blades, Shawty. And now one of them got no blade. They just
what the hell we gonna do? Somebody gonna do is a ceiling fan without the blades.
That's what I'm trying to say, Shawty. That's why I'm trying to take it. George O'Brien, so you done sold me 20 damn ceiling fan with no blades on. I can't even find no. I don't even know what he bought. Where the hell you buy ceiling fan blades at? It's just so they turned around.
Somebody opened up all the ceiling fan boxes and took all the blades out.
Oh, that's why you can't trust. Well, you can't.
Basically, what you just bought some plug-in alternators. Those are really transmissions after that.
It's light.
The Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Okay, I can't sing. Wait.
The IRS finally caught up with Louie.
I hadn't paid my taxes in 8 years. I owe the IRS a lot of money.
Louie was in deep trouble.
We're going to take your house, put a lien on your bank account, garnish your pay. They don't care. They're going to take your paycheck.
Louie found out about Optima Tax Relief, the leading tax resolution firm. A+ rated by the Better Business Bureau, they've resolved over a half.
Hold it. Half man, half woman.
It's Gary. I want to hip you to the T. It's Gary, baby.
All right, Rickey Smiley, the morning show is about that time. 7 minutes after the hour, Gary has the tea and the clue of the day. What up, Gary?
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning to you. It's Thursday, a beautiful, beautiful day in the neighborhood. And here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all. Everybody's talking about it. Tyler Perry, y'all. They're saying, y'all, that Tyler Perry lips are sealed. Now, during the interview, y'all, with Gayle King on the CBS Morning Show, they're saying, y'all, that Tyler Perry, he jokingly, y'all, avoided a question pertaining to Prince Harry and Meghan Markle staying at his beautiful Beverly Hills mansion. Now, Gayle asked a question. She said, quote, it's been widely reported that Meghan and Harry are living at your place in Los Angeles. Can you tell us something about it and tell us how they're doing? And Tyler responded, honey, he acted like, baby, this girl was disconnected from the phone. He said, oh, I'm sorry. I think I just lost you, girl. I just lost you, Gayle. I'm sorry. We have a really bad connection, honey. I think I lost Gayle King. We lost her, honey. Baby, Tyler wasn't saying a word. But should he have said something? Because we all know about it. We done heard about them living at the mansion. So should he
That's hilarious. That's a good way to get out of a question.
Yes. He just said we disconnected. I said, all right then, Tyler. Well, he learned quickly how to do that. But I hope Gayle don't get up. Oprah don't get mad with him because, Oprah and Gayle good friends. And that's her, she asked a question and wanted the world to know. And he avoided the answer. So hopefully they still
like
be friends.
many few people recently when Gayle asks a question.
So hopefully tomorrow we don't hear out there Gayle and Oprah not talking to Tyler no more. But he did what he had to do because people, we heard about it and what have you and stuff. But since it's coming from the horse's mouth, that would really validate it. But I guess I ain't going to talk about that no more. They're already barely living in the doggone house because the people, the paparazzi and everybody been scouting out and carrying on and taking pictures of little baby Archie and they filed in the lawsuit. So I guess Tyler said I ain't saying nothing. So Gayle didn't get her answer, but we all know that they are living at the mansion. All right, moving on. Speaking of mansions, y'all, it's a very sad day. We talked about it, y'all, and hopefully this all get resolved. But according to TMZ, y'all, Dr. Dre, y'all, has finally responded to his beautiful wife, Nicole Young's divorce petition. Now, they're saying, as reported, Ms. Young filed for divorce, y'all, on June 29th, my birthday, citing irreconcilable differences. Now, she's asking for spousal support and a division of the property because they got a lot of property. Dre is represented by Ms. Laura Wasser, y'all. We all know her, honey. This girl represents all the children, honey, with money in Beverly Hills. And she said, honey, that it is fine, honey, paying Nicole spousal support, but any distribution of property should be governed by their prenuptial agreement. Now, Dre listed the date of their separation on March the 27th, and they're saying the couple were married in 1996. But I still say it's a very sad time, and I think we need to, try to put our arms around, honey, Miss Chalet, honey. She still had something in her heart, honey. She didn't get nothing from Dr. Dre. Okay.
What you say,
That's right. That's what she got, Brad. It's sad, honey. And baby, Miss Young is getting all the stuff, y'all. So hopefully Dr. Dre, may give us something, throw us something, honey, out of the divorce or whatever, because his wife, honey, is about to clean house, and she gonna get all that money from the beats and all that stuff. So
hold on, you think that Miss Chalet should get some money from his divorce with his wife?
She sure should have. It may have been years ago even, but look, she had a child for him or a couple of children for him. For one thing, she went through a lot of alleged abuse from him and what have you, honey. And look how people been going back 30, 40 years when these men allegedly molested or did something to these women and they getting paid. So she should get something out of the deal, honey, from him.
Gary.
You don't think?
Maybe not out of that deal, but she should get something, period. He should just throw her something under the table or something.
But maybe he has thrown her something under the table. It's been a long time, and he does have a kid with her. Yeah, but now his divorce with his current wife has nothing to do with Miss Chalet.
When I saw on Unsung, honey, she still looked like she needed help. So, honey, no. So he needs to give her
Put a money order for $500 and keep it moving.
Jesus. The color today, honey, is one of my favorite colors. Y'all, the color today is whinge. On the high end, you say whinge, and on the low, you say beautiful dark brown. If Miss Chalet listening, girl, we love you.
All right, y'all give it up for Gary with the tea. Listen, man, So Netflix is adding 7 iconic black sitcoms from the late 90s and early 2000s. So just in time for Throwback Thursday, Netflix has announced that it's adding several iconic black sitcoms from the late 90s and early 2000s to its lineup. Moesha, The Game, Sister, Girlfriends, The Parkers, Half and Half, and 101 will all premiere on the streaming service of over the next 3 months from August to October. Now, they aired the former UPN and WB networks, and most have not recently been available on subscription streaming services. But in addition to the 7 shows, it's part of Netflix initiative to highlight black content. So which of these shows are your favorite and why? Go ahead, Brett.
I like Moesha and I like Girlfriends. Them the ones I watch. Moesha because I love Brandy, and it was just the show to watch. Her and Tempest. Yes. What's her name? Not Tempest. Countess Vaughn. Her and Countess Vaughn. They were funny on the show together. I loved them together.
What about you, Eva?
Oh, man, I was a huge Sister fan when I was younger. I thought Tia and Tamara were the best thing since sliced bread. I didn't have any sisters, so I wanted to be them. I loved how different they were than each other, even though they looked alike. But I liked the game because I was on the game, so I see some residuals in my near future.
No, that's right. Rock Teasy.
Yes, indeed he was. The ones on this list, man, definitely Moesha. That's definitely a funny sitcom, but they got to add a different world and living color to this list. You know what I'm saying? Because those are two I would love to see.
Man, and different strokes. And give me a break.
Come on now.
Gary.
Well, I'm a little offended, but I mean, they did say iconic
I mean, why are you
shows.
offended?
They said iconic show, but I don't see the Rickey Smiley show on there. Ricky, what happened to you and Ricky?
I knew it. Oh.
But they said iconic, so I guess everybody left it out.
That was cool.
You didn't see it on there, Gary?
Huh?
You didn't see it on there?
I don't see it on there, baby. And they said iconic.
You gotta keep scrolling down, Gary.
Let me scroll.
Gary. Gary, me and Ray J, that show I had with Ray J and J. Anthony Brown, that was a good sitcom on TV One.
But I guess it wasn't iconic.
They're saying it's under
from August
consideration.
to October. Maybe it's going to come in November.
There you go.
Baby. It was a scripted show.
Gary. We got what Miss Hughes, Miss Kathy Hughes, she wasn't gonna release it, Gary.
She wasn't releasing it, baby. She said they needed a little bit more episodes, honey. She said it was syndication.
Oh Lord. That show wasn't good with me and Ray J was on there.
And it was a radio show. That show closed. They say this your life, honey. Baby, Ray J getting honey his change from the other shows, but not the Rickey Smiley show.
Maybe in November.
They say he get money from Moesha, but he ain't getting nothing from the Rickey
baby. They say we're gonna give you something from Moesha, but the Rickey Smiley show didn't get iconic. Yeah.
We tried. That's all.
Baby, try a little harder.
Oh my God.
Okay, so which of these 7 throwback TV shows, including the Rickey Smiley show, was your favorite?
The Rickey Smiley show.
Moesha, The Game, Sister, Girlfriends, The Parkers, Half and Half, and 101. Call us up and let us know what's your favorite. 866-9.
That's iconic shows too, baby.
866-9-RICKEY. All right, y'all. So Netflix is adding 7 iconic black sitcoms from the late 90s and early 2000s. Y'all, Moesha, The Game, Sister, Girlfriends, The Parkers, Half and Half, and 101. And there's another show with Ray J in it. That that was Moesha. All right, I want to hear from you. 866-9 Ricky. 866-9-RICKEY. Let's go. Good morning.
It was the Parkers because they was more like when I was coming up. The goofiness and the funniness, it was hilarious.
Moesha because of Brandy.
My favorite show was Rickey Smiley, The Way We Do It, baby. That was the show right there.
I like half and half and one-on-one. And because I love Kayla Pratt and I love Essence Atkins.
Girlfriends because they showed the relationship between four friends and Moesha because they were just hilarious.
Half and half because the ex-wife and the wife were hilarious. And the sisters had a good bond. Probably Living Single because of Khadijah and all of them. And Patti LaBelle show.
Most of the, each of the, Moesha, yeah, I love me some Brandy. Rickey Smiley Morning Show. I'm with Gary. Rickey Smiley Morning Show and the game.
Yeah, I bet you are.
What'd he say, Kate?
Yeah, that's part of the sorority right there.
One of Gary's sorority brothers.
That's a soror. That's a soror.
Yeah. That's one of your fraternities.
Right.
Yeah, Gary, you messed up the whole thing. Instead of people calling up talking about the game and sister, and girlfriend, now you got people calling up here trying to be funny, talking about the Rickey Smiley TV show sitcom on TV One should have been dominant.
And I'm sure they don't remember it because it's not even in syndication, so I know they.
Hold on, but stop the music.
Oh,
let me get one thing straight. You can say what you want to say. First of all, I work hard.
Okay.
Number two, the show is in syndication in Ghana, in Africa.
West Africa.
Booty mama. No, for real, y'all laugh. Booty mama.
Mama duty, papa duty.
Maybe they put that girl in closed caption, huh? They're like, what he say? Could they put the words up on the screen?
You can say what you want to say. I get the residual check come from Ghana because the sitcom is a hit with me and Ray J in Ghana.
Oh, it is?
They pay you in Ghana money or American?
No, they don't do that.
No, he said
when
no.
They send the check. They send the check to TV One, and TV One produce the check and they send it to my house.
Oh, really?
So we get
gonna
money.
have to check that out.
Baby, they send a check.
Gonna have to check that out.
What you say, Rock?
I said, we gonna have to check that out.
Oh, that's a joke.
So, you know what? No, hold on, stop. No. Stop the music. Stop the music. Kim, what the hell are you laughing at?
Somebody in their feelings.
What the hell is you laughing at, Kim?
How you gonna pick my laugh out the background?
Kim, it just hurts when everybody just gang up on you. I try to be nice. I cook for y'all. Man, I be sending y'all like Uber Eats and stuff like that.
One of y'all. With you, though.
Yeah, but we talking about the show, Ricky.
We family.
It's an intervention right now.
Yeah.
It's a what?
You can cook really
This is
well.
an intervention right now. Yeah.
Cooking ain't got nothing to do with. Play the music, Super Day. I'm not gonna sit up here and argue with y'all.
Right.
Go ahead and play the song.
We got to down
Just
to watch the
reminisce.
show.
You did. You be reminiscing that bad show. Oh.
All right, Rickey Smiley Morning Show, 15 before the top of the hour, y'all. Y'all, welcome to the show, the one and only Jeff Johnson with 3 things you need to know. Good morning, Jeff.
What up? What's going on, man?
Man, blessed this morning. I know you got a lot because you got John Lewis, you got Donald Trump. Talking about he ain't going to build no more apartment complex and everything. Everything.
Let me start with some good news, man. So,
okay.
For those of you that haven't heard, you know that there's an election coming up in November, and we've been talking a whole lot about the president and who's going to get that. And at some point, I got to read something, Rick, before I come in with this. Biden released this week a report around how he wants to modify the Federal Reserve to reinvest and reduce the wealth gap. And I'll be very honest, I haven't read the whole thing yet, but it really blew my mind because I don't remember the last time I heard anybody talking about modifying the Federal Reserve in a way that reduced the wealth gap and dealt with racial equity. And so I'm excited about it, but I got to read it first. But that was something that was really interesting to me this week. But what I am excited about is there's a sister by the name of Keita Haynes, and she's a system impacted person with me. She's been previously incarcerated. She's running for Tennessee's 5th congressional district seat, and she has been obviously an offender who has come out. But I'm excited about this, man. When you think about the fact that a system impacted sister is running for Congress, that really begins to change the narrative yet again of who can serve in these seats, who we should be thinking about running for office, and who we should be electing. And Rick, she's just one of 22 black and multiracial women who have filed to run for Congress. And so I'm excited when sometimes we're not excited about what's happening always in all parts of that ballot. This is something I think that we really can be excited about as we think about not going to the polls, because we're probably all going to be voting by mail. The second thing is, I mean, we do have to talk about, so sometimes I wonder, why do we talk about this idiot? But when you really do tweet out, I'm happy to inform all the people living their suburban lifestyle dream that you'll no longer be bothered or financially hurt by having low income housing built in your neighborhood. I mean, it just, there's no, every time I think you can't go any lower than Trump goes, he finds a way to go lower. And I think what many people are missing is that I think we got to start talking about some things differently, Rick. So I had a conversation with somebody yesterday that was like, I'm afraid of like Biden talking about racial equity or somebody else talking about racial equity, because who's going to get angry? And I'm like, the only people that are getting angry are the people that are buying into this piece that racial equity in some ways means something is being taken away from them. That's the biggest problem. Racial equity is proven to increase growth broadly. So that when you take communities where people have perpetually had nothing and you create opportunity for them, that doesn't take money away from somebody else. It actually ensures that the broader economy of that location is more robust. And as a result, that broader economy increases. The Kellogg Foundation did a report that said if we address with just pay equity, Rick, from a racial perspective, that you would see an increase in almost $5 trillion into the economy. I mean, that's real money. And so, y'all, listen, don't let anybody convince you that because racial equity is the right thing to do, that it means that in some way, shape, or form, it's taking from one to give to another. No, what it's about is how do you ensure that new influxes of resources and opportunity ultimately create a better life for everybody. And so, Rick, before I get out of here, I'm sad, but I'm also celebratory, man, about this final homegoing for John Lewis. President Obama is going to be providing the eulogy. I know that both Bill Clinton and George Bush will be there. And I think because of his age and his health, President Carter sent condolences, but is not going to be able to be there. And of course, President Trump will not be there because his level of inhumanity and lack of respect just continues to show clear. I don't understand how you can be a president and not at some point pay respects to somebody that had done as much for this country as John Lewis had. And so, not to end on that, there's something interesting, Rick, when we think about this notion of passing. I am so celebratory in this moment that I got to live during the time that John Lewis was alive. Right. I am happy that I got the chance to meet him, that I got a chance to shake his hand. I am blessed that I got a chance to sit at his feet and learn not only what he did in the 60s, but what he did in the 70s and the 80s and the 90s and 2000s and last year. And just to be able to watch what a true servant looks like. Somebody that had the ability to show up with a great level of arrogance as a result of the things that he actually had done, always showed up with a level of humility. And somebody that always had somewhere to be, always had time to stop and talk to people. And so there's just so much that we have to learn from the life of John Lewis. But as we celebrate him today in this final homegoing, Rick, I hope that we recognize that the biggest way for us to honor him is to emulate aspects of his humility, of his service, of his sacrifice, of his gangster, of his relentlessness to justice, and of his never dying commitment to the humanity of others, no matter who you were, where you were, what you looked like, how much you had, how much you didn't have. And so thank you, John Lewis, for every single thing you gave. There's something that's said in African tradition, Rick, that the ancestors never die as long as you continue to speak their name. And we'll continue to speak the name of John Lewis because his life meant so much to us. So I just say salute at this time, Rick.
Shout out to all the Masonry brothers and all the members of Phi Beta Sigma and John Lewis's family and everybody that worked for Congressman John Lewis. We offer our condolences to everybody, and God bless y'all. And we're going to celebrate the life and legacy of John Lewis today. Jeff, thank you for that, man.
Absolutely, brother.
All right, y'all. More Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up.
To all the hard-working women and everyday super moms, we got a little something for you. It's Eva's Corner on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, Rickey Smiley Morning Show is the top of the hour. It is about that time for Eva's Corner. Eva, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, everyone. So I have a slightly controversial question. If you are getting married soon, like 2020 or after, must you take your husband's last name? Do you hyphenate the name, or do you not even change your name at all? So I guess my real question is to you men, as a man, would you be offended if your new or soon-to-be bride preferred not to change her name, not to hyphenate her name, or maybe even suggest you take her name?
Well, my wife's name been hyphenated the whole time.
Really?
Yeah.
So 20 years ago, you didn't even change the name. Do you have her name too, Kay?
No, she just hyphenated her name, and I mean, it never was a big deal to me. I know she don't like me that much, so, you know.
Well, yeah, that's
What'd you say, Gary?
I think hyphenating is if you hyphenate it, is real cute. But if I was a woman, if he's not well off and, you know, making a decent salary and good money, but I still love him.
It has nothing to do with it.
Yes, it does. I'm keeping my last name because I'm not going to get your last name, and you're already broke and not really doing much.
But you gonna marry him?
What I just said, y'all not listen. I say, but I still love you. I still love him and stuff like that. But we just not changing my name.
Got to do it. I'm talking about frustration.
Okay, I'm not gonna. You don't have to take the doggone last name and stuff. Because if a woman's profession, if her name is Dr. Smith, I'm not changing my name to Dr. Jones. Well, if my name was Smith, that's my professional name.
My ex-wife, she sure didn't. My ex-wife, she didn't take my last name. She didn't. I didn't. I mean, I was a little taken back by it, but so she was like, "You got to choose. I'm keeping my last name." And boy, when she turned around and walked off, I looked at her ass. I said, "No, you straight. You can keep your last name."
Well, at least you admit that you was a little taken
The thing is a lot of times, like one of my very good friends, Cynthia Bailey. Cynthia Bailey has been married before, and she is a famous woman that has made her brand by her name. So if she doesn't change her name or if she chooses to hyphenate, I think it's kind of understandable. Even when back in the day, do you guys remember when Jada Pinkett became Jada Pinkett Smith? It was so weird for a couple of years to add that Smith on there. But now that's how we know her.
Yeah. Right.
Jada Pinkett Smith. So I think when you're older.
It just depends on your religion and. You know what I'm saying?
Depending on how traditional you are, too. Like, I'm not that traditional, so it didn't really even it wasn't even a big deal with me.
It's something about
that's
your
the thing.
spouse having
Traditions
your
aren't
name.
always good. Or always, just because we used to do it.
I'm just saying, it's something about your spouse that to have your name, just to say, man, I not only I love you, but I really want to be with you for the rest of my life, and they adopting your last name. That make you feel good as a man.
Yeah, you have to cheat on it. You got to keep that damn name too.
No, you don't have to keep the name, Gary. You can change the name. It's called a name change. I was happy to give my last name away. I'm happy to I changed my whole name. I do not go by Pickford, even though we pig's feet. I am not Pickford. I am so happy to let my mama have that name by herself and all my new sister-in-laws, and I am happily a Sterling. So I agree with you, Rock.
Yeah.
What you said, Rick?
Yeah, I think you should. I mean, I just, I don't agree with all tradition, but that's not a bad tradition, having your wife take your last name, because, she's proud and you the man, you the head of household, you're a provider, you're a loving father or whatever, or at least wait 5 years and then change it.
But this is my last
See how it
question
goes.
with that. If you do choose to allow your wife to keep her last name or to hyphenate, what do you name the kids? Do the kids take the father's name solely, or are they off hyphenated often?
The kids all got my name because I pay for them, so they belong to me.
Yeah, the kids should have.
I got the receipts.
But on the other hand, too, it depends on the size of the ring, too. If your last name is Smith, honey, you give me a ring the size of a honey, no.
Yeah,
so the kids going to have the last name of their granddaddy, their mama's daddy, instead of their own daddy.
Wait up. Their mama's daddy.
What? Their mother's father.
Are you thinking?
The mother's father. Right?
That would be their grandfather.
Yeah.
Right. Instead of having the name of their own, they got their own dad. So why did they last name after that maternal grandfather?
Well, they could have their last name.
Well,
Gary,
see,
so your
the reason
daddy's
why
side
this came
kids.
up is I saw Instagram the other day of a young man in about his early 40s. He proposed to his beautiful girlfriend of years and is super excited. And first thing she let him know was that she was going to go ahead and keep her last name. And he is very upset about it. Said that she either takes his name or nothing. No hyphenation, none of that stuff. So some people feel very strongly about their family name and that lineage.
Now, what are you about to say about Gary's side brothers?
Yeah, what'd you say?
Who last name did they take?
He did not. That's one thing my daddy made very clear to me, that he did not have our last name. So he got his mama name.
Your side brother?
Yes. Or whatever you want to call it.
Why
So he got
y'all
his
do that
mama
boy
name.
like that?
Girl, who? Us?
It's not his fault.
Well, but it's his mama's child.
So?
Well, she gave him her last name. So you have your mama last name, honey. He did not have, and my daddy made sure he did tell me that he did not have our last name. And maybe that's a sad thing. So,
but they rode in a limousine to the funeral. They was in a limousine.
Well, we did that. But, and your name got put in the paper. You was tell you.
I was there because I was trying to say, because I thought I had miscounted because I counted y'all when y'all walked in. And I said, damn, man. I kept looking at the obituary and trying to look up and trying to match everybody on the obituary. I said, then I found out later on, but we'll talk about it another day. I don't want to put all your business.
Oh, no, hell, it was public knowledge.
It's already out there.
It was already
Y'all
out
give it up for Eva's Corner.
Right there. That's the best part of that song.
Boy, that song gonna be in your head all day. And it goes a little something like this.
Man, this is one of my all-time favorite songs. Boy, when Donnie Simpson used to... Brad!
Yes!
Boy, when Donnie Simpson used to play this video, this is one of my favorite videos on Video Soul, Alexander O'Neal. Oh, man, let that thing ride right there, boy. Oh, my God. Take me back to high school, man. What? What he said right here? Every night alone. Just wait here, anticipate. Hey, come to me. Right here. Come on. Let it run. Don't let it go off. Don't let it go off. I got to get that last part, Dave. Boy, let me tell y'all something, boy. You thought your boy when Donnie Simpson used to play this video right here, and when he get to the end and say, all right, to win for myself. Oh, he had a little acapella part in there. You thought your ass was in love. You ain't even in love with nobody when that song came out. You wanted love. This is what love feels like when you hear this song, right? Alexander O'Neal sung this from his heart. Somebody take me back. God dog it.
Yeah, this is one of them songs when you shy and you really don't know what to say to the girl that you got a crush on. You just say, "Hey, listen to this song. This is how I feel about you, man."
Yeah.
Oh man, this one of them songs when your uncle pull up in that Cadillac. Your uncle pull up, your favorite uncle. and he got that cigarette hanging out of his mouth, and he tell you, "Come here, boy. Let me give you $5." He got that Alexander O'Neal playing. He got that white girl in the passenger seat. Boy, please.
It was a dude next door. We moved in some apartments behind a McDonald's off of First Avenue, some apartments. And the dude next door used to play that all the time. He had the album, man. And I used to always knock on the door, man. The dude used to have his door open. And I would say, man, play that Alexander O'Neal, man. That dude would play that song right there, man. I swear. I think I was about in the 10th or 11th grade. That was my favorite damn song, man. But go back, Dave. Did you find that part when Alexander really got in his feelings? Hold on, Brad. What does that take you back to, Brad? Wait a minute, we're gonna find it. Brad.
Man, it just make me. I'm used to seeing him with his shoulder pads and his long leather coats and with the gap in his teeth and the hair slicked back and laid down. His hair was always laid.
and all that chapstick.
And all that greasy lips.
Ricky, I don't believe your range of music. I love Alexander O'Neal, and I definitely love this song. It reminds me of a Saturday song. It's just like a Saturday. You just waking up and that song is playing. And I've always loved Alexander. It reminds me back of him in Sherelle days. But this is a beautiful song. Oh my God, it's just so touching. Lord, I love it.
Little King empty over there. Ain't nobody over there. Ain't nobody over there in that California King. Oh boy, I look over there. You know what I use that side of the bed for? When the side that I'm on get hot, I slide my ass to the cool side of the damn bed. Cause ain't nobody over there. I don't care if she musty. I don't care if she ain't got no edges. I don't care if she ain't had no pedicure. I don't care if her stomach looked like some balled up homework. I love that song. And that song, come on, I love you. I don't care if you got missing teeth. I don't care if you got a hump in your back. I don't care. Where you at, girl? Call me. Hit me in the DM on MySpace. All right, y'all. More Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
So hot
and that's hot. You can catch me at the hot spot. It's the BR18.
All right, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. It's the bottom of the hour. Time for the hot spot with the Brat Tat Tat. What up?
What up, Ricky? Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brat Tat Tat, and this is the Hot Spot, where we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's get off into this thing. So, y'all, Toni Braxton, she breaks her silence amid her sister Tamar Braxton's recent hospitalization. She took to Instagram to spread the message about importance of family and sisterhood. And in the post, she wrote, "Family is everything, especially sisters." And we keeping Tamar in our prayers. All right, y'all, moving on. They say Ellen has built the brand on the phrase, "Be kind." And now Warner Media has launched the probe, of course, to report the toxic work environment that she has supposedly created, that experts say her career may be doomed. I know Gary talked about this the other day, but it's more and more and more to the story. So, of course, rumor says she was bullying her staff. You know, it was an investigation which had interviews of 10 current and former staff members. So the investigation went on, and it's like no one is speaking out on her behalf. But her list of powerful pals that include Jennifer Aniston, Lady Gaga, Justin Timberlake, Oprah Winfrey, all of them have something to say. But Eric Schiffer, the chairman of the Reputation Management Consultants, he told Fox she should be perpetuating one of the biggest frauds in American celebrity. There are now serious investigators looking into the allegations, and the findings are as damning as what has been reported. Then you can catch Ellen on her show Go Boom. Meanwhile, the allegations of a toxic work environment were addressed by the show's executive producers, and they took to blame themselves. They said, "We are truly heartbroken and sorry to learn that even one person in our production family has had to have a negative experience." They said, "It's not who we are or not who we strive to be, and the mission Ellen has set for us." They said that they know what they do for day-to-day responsibilities, and the show is completely on the producers. But But, some people say it won't stick because a lot of people saying she's been arrogant the entire time and, she won't accept responsibility and what's happening in leadership. That's why she won't step up. So we just got to see what's going on with this. But I just feel like this is probably some disgruntled staff. Like they're not even grateful. It don't seem like they even did have a job. Even if they lost the job but don't have it anymore, you got to work on the Ellen DeGeneres show. So that's good for your resume. Like you got to look at the positive side of things. Like let that lady, maybe she don't have good days every day.
Here's the thing. Man, get out your feelings and go to work and get your check and go home.
Okay.
If you ain't directly sexually harassed or mistreated or whatever, the thing about it is what I have found over the 30 years, man, sometimes people get in their feelings and they bring their personal stuff to the job. See, one thing about our people, black folks become cousins off the bat. So how come some mornings I might walk in the studio, I might say, hey, what's up, y'all? All right, let's get started. Here we go. Right? I don't have time to ask everybody how your mama doing. Well, how your grandmama doing? Well, how you feeling? And you got to hug everybody and babysit everybody. Man, that's draining. And I swear, over the past 30 years, some people, especially when you're working in the South, see, I can work all day in New York and Baltimore because everybody ain't on there. But boy, when you start getting down in Georgia and Alabama and South Carolina and Florida and all this stuff, you got to hug everybody, ask everybody how their mama doing, and let everybody know that you read the obituary and all this stuff. Because if you go in there and start working and you don't ask nobody how they doing, that's not your job.
Now you rude.
To ask,
now you rude.
You rude and you don't care about people. You don't understand, man. CEOs and bosses have their own problems, their own stuff that they're dealing with, and some people just want to go to work and work. That's why Steve Harvey said, because I'm going to tell you something. When Steve Harvey said, hey, I don't want nobody, coming in my dressing room. I've been in the chair getting makeup done and having somebody standing there pouring out their personal problems and stuff, and then you feel guilty and obligated to help them with all this stuff. And the minute you get too cool with somebody, or the minute folks get comfortable, my grandmama called it too familiar. If you're not being mistreated, go to work, do your job, go home.
Amen. And on that note, we're going to end the hot spot.
Drop your feelings at the door.
That's right. You're not there to be friends.
Brett, I know when you're dealing with something, I can kind of tell a little bit, but I know, you might not talk as much when we off the air, but you know how to turn it off and be professional.
That's
do what you got to do. And if we want to talk about it later, we talk about it later, but we don't bring that stuff to the show. We ain't got time to hug everybody all the time.
Right.
That's why we get along so good, and that's why we've been on the air for 15 years.
And that's why we're going to be listening to this quarantine cuisine meal stuff with Chef Kurt Boudreaux coming up next, y'all. And we got the praise mix down with the White Stone. The time now is 25 minutes before the top of the hour. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show, y'all.
All right, y'all, it's about that time. Quarantine cooking with Chef Kurt Boudreaux. And, man, we breaking down just some basics in the kitchen that, Kurt, a lot of people don't know. Good morning.
Hey, man, how you doing this morning, Rick?
Man, I am blessed. Kurt, the last time you gave me a cooking lesson, Kurt, you really taught me how to use a knife and which knife to use for what and how to cut onions. And you taught me some culinary style chopping. Is that what it's called?
Yeah, pretty much knife skills, man. And that's really pretty much all I did was a quick knife skills tutorial on how to julienne and caramelize an onion. So all I did was a sliced onion, julienne. You will see on the video, man, but it's hard to describe, but I know people got to see it so they can understand how it's done. Once I got that done, I sliced it, got the skillet hot. I let it just release those sugars from the onion and let it do its thing, stirring very little. Because if you do that, you start to break the onion up, but you want the onion to stay full as you cut it. So once I did that, I add a little grapeseed oil, let it cook down, 2 tablespoons of balsamic vinegar.
Yeah.
Then I added salt and pepper on the back end because salt will bring out the water of any vegetable or whatever like that. So you don't want to do that. You want to add that on the back end. But once I did that, the onions start to brown and soften. Then I let it cook down and let it do its thing. And you could add that to hamburgers, hot dogs, man. I don't care. Whatever you want to add these caramelized onions to, you can do your thing with them, man.
Man, hey, man, I really appreciate that, Kurt, man. And listen, I want to encourage more tutorials on basic things in the kitchen. Like, it don't have to just be about cooking all the time, but how to cook what tools to use and try to teach people, because I get mad when somebody uses my bread knife to be cutting off a pot roast. I'm like, that is not the right knife. Let everybody, hey Kurt, do it. The next one, man, do a whole video about what the knives are for. Which knife is for what meat, and just lay out different things and the knives and the cutting board and some of the basic stuff that they teach you in culinary school. We would really appreciate that, Kurt. Let everybody know how they can find the video.
Okay, you can find the video on Rickey Smiley Official, man. You can follow your boy on Facebook at Boudreaux's Catering, and on Instagram, chef_Boudreaux1. Rick, I will do that for you, my brother.
Hey, man, love you, little bro.
Hey, man, I love you, big bro, man. I love all y'all, man. Y'all gangster, man. Y'all awesome.
Thanks, Chef.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Black Tony of Culinary, but at least he come to work.
What is what?
Chef Kurt Boudreaux!